Hey everyone, today is a happy day. Got a new Kickstarter in, so I'm going to do a box opening of Who Goes There, a game of rising paranoia. Hey everyone, so this is going to be my box opening of Who Goes There. This is Infection Edition. I think that's the deluxe edition. This is a game of rising paranoia. It is a cooperative game. It's not a social deduction game. It's a cooperative game based off of the book that the movie, The Thing, was based off of. So, if you remember the story, you know the movie, whatever, you're in Antarctica, you discover an alien thing. Someone may or may not get infected, but effectively you have to get back to humanity and warn them of the danger that's in Antarctica. Because the alien wants to get back to, or the infection wants to get back to the mainland, the infection also wants to get back there. And so the alien can't pilot the helicopter, so he needs the humans to pilot the helicopter. So if the infection is too good, he'll wipe out all the humans and they won't be able to survive back to the mainland. If nobody gets infected, then maybe the humans will turn on each other because they think someone's infected. It's very interesting. It's very different than most social games. This is a little bit more role-playing, and that's what I really like, because I really like tabletop role-playing games, but I like an end. I like it to be time-boxed. So anyway, we're gonna open it. I'm super excited. Let's see what's inside. Who Goes There is a cooperative, until it's not, growing paranoia game. This edition includes the Who Goes There game plus 4 expansion characters. Far out in the Antarctic, a shape-shifting alien was found frozen in the ice. Your excavation team has brought it back to camp for study, but after escaping the ice, it has other plans in mind. Now, disaster has fallen over your camp, and that thing is out there somewhere. You and your team must fight to survive. Work together building weapons and items to protect yourselves as you search for helicopter bonuses so you can successfully escape this frigid nightmare. Everyone begins the game as humans, but the more encounters you have with the thing, the more likely it is that someone will become infected. Be wary. It's hard to take orders from a leader you don't trust, first aid from a vulnerable doctor, or food from a suspicious cook. All right, let's open this up. All right, so one of the things that really caught my eye, I mean, the game rules are super solid on this game, and it's different. It's not just another variation of the same kind of games I already have. But one of the things I really liked was the tokens, the play things seemed big and seemed very clear. And look at this. I mean, these are very, very nice. They look just as good as they did in the Kickstarter, so that's cool. Got some characters, standees. I think I have some things that are redundant because as we get deeper in the box, I'm pretty sure that we'll have miniatures. But there you go. Cool stuff. The colors, they really paid for those nice, vibrant colors. Just the feeling is nice. They were not cheap. They left some white space. White space is how you guide the human eye to make it easier to read. I've actually already read the PDF. I know you guys know that I don't always pay too much of attention to the game. I just like give them my money, and then I find out with you guys. But I am super excited. I've already scheduled a barbecue tomorrow. And so I had to do this video real quick so that we could actually play. So much stuff. It's just beautiful. I don't know what it is. Like, I would buy so many more games just with this art style, just with this feel. Oh man, it's just so nice. Look how big this is, guys. Okay, I'm gonna switch cameras real quick. Boom. Look, this. So one side is inside, one side is outside. This could have been cheap and small. No, it's big. Like, I have a big head, guys, so it's big. Okay. Oh my gosh, look at these guys. So I purchase a lot of those plastic laser cut etched things that you lay on top so that you have these like cubby holes. This is a dream. As a game designer, this is what we all like dream of, and we're like, okay, can we do this? And they're like, hey, yeah, of course you can do that. You can do anything you want. But it's so much extra that you just can't afford it. And I'll tell you guys, and I'll tell other game designers who might be watching this video, I backed it because of this stuff. That's just great. You're not gonna like, knock things off because you bounce the table or whatever. It's beautiful. Yep. I think it is super, super cool that the players are gonna have these nice play mats. And honestly, look how, okay, again, look how big this is, right? Look on the back. It's a full thing, okay. It's a full thing for each character. Why? Because this game is about like a tabletop role-playing experience. So when you're choosing to play Van Wall, the chopper pilot, and you have all these things, it's gonna strike things in your imagination. It's gonna make you feel like, this is me, I'm a gruff old chopper pilot. I just want to do my job, get me the parts I need, and I'll get us back to civilization. Just, I don't know. You're gonna role play a little bit just because you've got so much great evocative art. I love it. So this game is hitting everything that a game designer wants, but usually has to cut corners, okay? So these dice are beveled. They're big. There's one die per character class. It's a locker die. So if you unlock your locker, every round you get to roll to see what like asset you have that turn, because you have extra stuff. If you're the doctor, you have more like access to medical supplies, or maybe you scrape them up, or whoever. If you're the handyman, you have more access to fix-it supplies than other people. Oh my gosh, guys. I don't remember what this is. But it is super cool, guys. Just accept that it is super cool. Look at it, it's all super textured. Like, I would just buy clear dice. It's textured, but you can still know what every number this is. Man, it's amazing. Super cool. These are the success dice, right? So they could have said, okay, when you go to Alibaba and you shop around to print your game, you tell them things like, hey, I need this many dice. And they'll tell you, okay, if it's a D6, it's this much money. But if you say, hey, I want a custom die that's 50% beveled, a custom mold, they're going to tell you that, well, it's going to, unless you print so many copies, it's going to cost you double or triple what a normal die costs. And so that's why they just say, oh, successes are a 5 or 6. But these are like all custom, and fire is success, that's it. All right. A couple more things that you play with. So these are your crafting things. As you play, you can craft various weapons and supplies, your utility too. And you can, if you get the right parts, you can upgrade. Again, this is like, it's like kind of like a computer game / role-playing game, challenge game. I don't know. It's got a lot of cool stuff that you normally couldn't do well in a tabletop game, but they could afford it because they inspired us and they got enough of us to Kickstarter. This is exactly what Kickstarter is for, because you just don't see many games with so many customization points. Yeah, I mean, this is amazing. So this is XP marks. Blues are 5s, whites are clears. Just little gemstones. Honestly, I don't know what the, oh, no, these are, no, I almost remember what they are. I think they just go in here. Yeah, I think these are stamina thingamabobs. Yep. So you can see how much stamina you have, and when you have less stamina, it's harder for you to survive against attacks and setbacks and stuff like that. I don't know, guys. Yeah. I don't know what they are. But there's so many different colors, maybe per player. Yeah, I think per player. Okay. So I think this is extra Kickstarter stuff. So this is a container to help organize maybe this stuff. These are some Kickstarter extras for a different game. Loyals. I don't know what game this is, but it looks like a zombie pony. Just kind of creepy. All right, let's get to the clickers. Okay, so the way the clickers work, okay, so one side is like blood splatter, and one side is green. Okay, green, blood splatter. There, I think. Okay. And what you do is whenever you're in a position that you could infect someone, you click your clicker to whether you're infecting them or not. And then they can try to resist it. Now they don't know, like, even if I'm a human, they don't know if I'm a human. So they can try to resist it because they don't know. And then if they resist it, they don't get the look. It goes back to me. If they fail to resist it, now they're infected. If I'm not a human. Now, if I think there's enough people infected, then even if I am infected, I can claim that I'm not infected because I'll just intentionally not expose my blood to them or whatever would normally infect them. So yeah, everybody gets their own clicker. After you've checked, you have to set it back to neutral so that everybody has to click every time. Otherwise you would know, right? So there you go. We've got a phase tracker. There's 18 turns in this game. So you got a cool little wolf. You got a miniature per player. Now, how cool is that? One of the characters has a dog, and his player sits in his little, placeholder. I've never seen that before. I was like, oh, that's kind of weird that it comes with a dog and you're always going to have this dog attached to you. What if the dog dies or whatever? Boom. Never seen that. Super cool. Actually, I want more games to have that. So, little green dude. Little blue dude. Colors are very, very vibrant. You're going to be able to see these characters across the board. I mean, not only are they individually molded, but they're also color-coded. And that's smart because a lot of games will make all the players the same color. And they just expect you to look at the mold or vice versa. No, you're going to see what they are. There's still standees if you want to use the standees, but I got the extra with the figures and everything. So of course that's what I'm going to use. They paid extra to have the little fold to make it easy to tear the cellophane off the cards. That's pretty cool. Okay, so there we go. Look at that art. It's bright, it's vivid. It's got that nice texture to it. So this is all like your buildables. You got to collect stuff. Training manuals, fetch, Sixth Sense, pocket knife, all kinds of cool stuff. To me, it's just this game is gonna feel like a very visual form of D&D, and I'm gonna be on board. Some people are very confused. Like, how do you know who the infected one is? You don't. You don't. There's no way to really tell because the alien is trying to get gear to go back to the mainland. And the fact that the alien doesn't want to convert everyone makes it difficult. You could be best friends with the alien the whole game, and he might be saying, he might be doing everything to save you. He's never infected you the whole game, and he keeps saying that other person might be the one. So you vote the other guy off the island. So now there's enough because the alien doesn't want so many humans. Just enough humans to pilot the helicopter, but no more. I think that is so clever. That means when you become the alien, you've got to be smart. In many ways, this game is more about the alien than it is about the survivors. Because the alien is the one possibly doing stuff. The survivors are just freaking out. You guys ever watch the X-Files episode? I watched The Thing. I mean, I'm old, so I watched The Thing before I ever watched that X-Files episode based off The Thing. But I'll be honest, that X-Files episode stands out more in my memory because I'm such a huge X-Files fan. buildable, alcohol. So this is the vulnerability card. Every time that you've done something that made you vulnerable, maybe you didn't eat that day, maybe you were outside in the snow, whatever it was, you have to get a vulnerability card. All but one is blank. So when somebody has 2 or 3 or 4 vulnerability cards, then you're going to start suspecting that they're an alien. But they're probably the hero. They're the guy who went out into the snow, fought the wolves, brought back food, brought back gas, brought back all the stuff. They're the hero. Meanwhile, someone's unlucky gets 1 card and they're the alien. So they've designed this game so smart so that the only way you can know who's who is by reading your friends. Do they giggle when they're lying? Can they not look you in the eye? Might even teach you some stuff. Maybe your friends can backstab you with a smile on their face. This game will teach you about life. Yeah, mostly more gear. This is some of the bad stuff that can happen to you. Maps. Everyone needs maps. Your door can get damaged. There's a boiler. You need to keep the boiler, supplied. You can start a bonfire to kind of heal everybody. There's a doctor who can do blood tests on people, but then only the doctor is going to know who's cured. And what if the doctor is infected? Each player has their own deck. So, and this is not a small deck. This is all Van Wall's deck. So occasionally you can search through your pile and get stuff that, you would have more of than other people. He has an empty lighter. Yeah, so this is Who Goes There. This was the box opening. I'm, doing these a little bit faster. I'm trying to listen to your comments. I want to keep my tone, which a lot of people have complimented me on, but I want to tighten up the content so that you can get what you need, and then you can move on to either watching the next video or, go on and watch, do something else with your day. So I appreciate all of you. Please click like, click subscribe. Remember, I'm giving out a copy of Cthulhu Wars at 1,000 subscribers. So if you can help share the channel on social media and things like that, it'll let us hit that 1,000 subscriber goal faster. And that's gonna be a big deal for someone. So, all right, everyone, appreciate you all. Thank you. Bye.